A very good evening. From stories around the world to stories here at home, this is the National News Broadcast. I'm Vidushni Sadish Kumar.
Good evening, I'm Clifford Richards. First of all, we take a look at the headlines.
The no-confidence motion against Minister Gammanpilla begins tomorrow. Azmir, who conducted a drug racket of Kimbula Ale Gunea's son, arrested with heroin. More than 13 million rupees connected to a drug racket found while being buried. Attention paid on giving COVID vaccines to school students above 12 years. The British Health Secretary infected with corona. The Prime Minister is under self-quarantine. 20 die in landslides in Mumbai. The number of deaths in floods in Europe increases to 180. Sri Lanka named a hero among losers in the Olympic history.
Moving on to the stories in detail. 7,246,983 doses of vaccines have been given to the people so far under the COVID vaccination program. Vaccination is continuing island-wide. 154,960 have been given the first dose of the Sinopharm vaccine yesterday. 11,540 have been given the second dose. 960 have been given Pfizer vaccine yesterday. During the last 7 days, 1,807,900 doses of vaccines have been given to the people. 167,462 vaccine doses have been given yesterday. According to the reports issued on the 16th, 46.99% of the population above 30 years has been given at least one dose of a vaccine. Western Province has the highest number of persons who have been given vaccines. 77.28% of the province has been given the vaccine at least one dose of the vaccine. 80.17% of the Colombo district, 75.62% of the Gampa district and 74.83% of the Kalutara district have been given one dose of the vaccine. Moderna vaccine doses which were received as a donation of the US to persons above 30 years in the Kandy district commenced today. One vaccination program was held at Kundasale Kengalla Mahavidyalaya. Giving Moderna vaccines for those who are engaged in tourism in Sigiri area is being implemented from today. About 2,000 have been given the vaccine today. Ministers Janaka Bandara Tennakon, Prasanna Ranatunga and Namal Rajapaksa observed the vaccination program. Officials of Vellavatta Medical Officers of Health gave the COVID vaccines today to elders at the Parakum area by visiting their homes. Minister Namal Rajapaksa requested the youth community to volunteer to take their parents, elders and persons with special needs who have not received the vaccines to places where the vaccines are being given. Issuing a Twitter message, Chinese embassy in the country says that Sri Lanka is at the front of global vaccination program. It has mentioned this quoting Our World in Data website. The embassy has said that arrangements will be made to send another 5.6 million Sinopharm doses in 3 batches to Sri Lanka. State Minister Dillu Mamunagaman says that inter-provincial bus and train services for essential services will be commenced after the 1st of August. State Minister Vimalaveera Dissanayake visited the Dehiwala Zoological Gardens following reports that 3 orangutans and 2 gorillas have been infected with corona. Entering and leaving Kegol Meepitia village has been temporarily suspended following finding of 26 corona patients after rapid antigen tests. 32 corona patients have been found following 100 random PCR tests at Yatiantota Medical Officers area. 1,022 COVID-infected patients were found today. 843 left hospitals today after completely recovering from the virus. Director General of Health Services today confirmed 46 COVID-related deaths that occurred yesterday. Dry rations were given to 1,000 low-income recipients in the Anuradhapura district under the patronage of the Chancellor of the Rajarata University, Chief Prelate of the Mirisavatiya, Venerable Ithalavatnavave Jnanathilaka Thera. The 2-day debate on the no-confidence motion against Minister Uday Gammanpilla will commence in Parliament tomorrow. The voting on the no-confidence motion is scheduled to take place on Tuesday afternoon. Well, the price of oil was amended on midnight on the 12th of last month. In connection with that, Samagijana Balawege handed over a no-confidence motion to the Speaker with the signatures of 43 parliamentarians against Minister Uday Ganmanpilla. On the 16th of last month, Parliamentary Business Committee, which met on the 5th, decided to take up the no-confidence motion tomorrow and the day after. Speaker Mahinda Abhiwardena said that the no-confidence motion will be debated tomorrow and the day after. All members of Parliament will get the opportunity to express their views. If the members decide they need a vote, it will be taken, or else a vote will not be taken. Minister Dinesh Gunawardena said that the government has rejected the no-confidence motion. It has no basis. The party's parliamentary group will use their vote to defeat it, he said.
Following a tense situation when checking a vehicle last night at Sidua Baseline Road, Special Police Task Force has fired using their power. Police said a person connected to several crimes has died in the incident.
44-year-old person called Lalit Wasantha Pintu has been admitted to Negombo Hospital with gunshot injuries in respect of an incident happened at Baseline Road in Sidua police area last night. Special task force has used force in order to control a person, and thereafter they were compelled to use force, and that person has been injured in that particular incident and he has been admitted to Negombo Hospital. A special police team led by SSP Negombo is conducting investigation into the death of the person. The deceased has been identified as an infamous criminal who conducted approximately 20 grave crimes in Ragama, Katunayaka, Siduwa, Matara, Akurassa and Aludgama police areas, including 6 murders and abductions. In addition to that, a prison superintendent was interdicted in respect of an incident happened inside Negombo prison a couple of months ago, as the deceased had been provided a dishwasher and another luxury equipments by the prison superintendent. According to the STF officers, they were compelled to use firearms in order to control the situation. The investigation team is intending to report facts to the Negombo Magistrate Court. Thereafter, a magisterial inquest would be conducted in respect of the death, and thereafter an autopsy would be conducted. Further investigations are underway.
A person called Azmir Ali's double, who conducted the drug racket of the son of Kimbula Ale Gunea, has been arrested with 13 kg of heroin. He has been arrested at an underground bunker at a home on Wolfendal Street, Centre Road in Colombo. Organized criminal gang leader Kimbula Ale Gunea's son Suresh has conducted the large-scale heroin racket for some time from India.
The STF conducted a special operation in Wolfendal Street in Colombo area last night, and 13 kilograms of heroin has been recovered by the STF officers, and 2 suspects including husband and wife have been arrested by STF officers. The worth of the production is approximately 130 million rupees. The suspects and the productions have been handed over to Police Narcotic Bureau for further investigations.
Meanwhile, police have taken into custody more than 13 million rupees hidden in a house of the wife of Ranmalli, who is an accomplice of Harakatha, who conducted drug rackets on the southern coastal belt using boats.
Yesterday, a 30-year-old person, the brother-in-law of Ranmalli, has been arrested by Police Narcotic Bureau at Hiripitiya, Pannipitiya in Kottawa police area, and the narcotic officers conducted a special operation in the vicinity of the house of the suspect, and they have unearthed approximately 13.9 million rupees, and it has been revealed that the arrested suspect is the local dealer of the main drug dealers. The suspect has been brought to Police Narcotic Bureau for further investigations.
The Kandurata Janatha Peramuna has requested to conduct an extensive investigation into the death of a 16-year-old girl with burn injuries who was a domestic aide at former Minister Rishad Badiuddin's house. Making the demand, they conducted a protest today at the Hatton area. Well, this 16-year-old girl, J. Ishalini, was hospitalized with burn injuries on the 3rd of this month while in domestic service at Mr. Rishad Badiuddin's house on Bauddhaloka Mawata in Colombo. She passed away on the 15th while undergoing treatment. The post-mortem has also disclosed that the girl has been abused. She had been brought as a housemaid from Dayagama area by a middleman. Kaduratu Janatha Peramuna has demanded to conduct an extensive investigation and to punish the offenders.
There are only 5 more days to commence Olympic Games. This is the second time Japan has become host of the Games. The Olympic Games were held in 1964 at Tokyo, and a Sri Lankan sportsman was able to draw the attention of the entire world at the Games. 6 sportsmen and women represented Sri Lanka at Olympic Games in 1964. One of them was Corporal Ranatunga Karunananda. His event was 10,000 meters. 29 competitors took part representing 17 countries. After several rounds, Karunananda had to become the last competitor of the 10,000 meters. When Billy Mills of the US completed the event by winning the gold, Karunananda had to complete another 4 rounds. Other competitors stopped the race halfway since the winners of gold, silver and bronze completed the event. However, Karunananda did not give up until he completed all the rounds of the event. Running 4 rounds alone, Karunananda completed the race amidst the applause of about 60,000 spectators. He was recorded in the Olympic history as the best loser. After completing the event, Karunananda told journalists that the commitment and participation are important, although he could not achieve victory. Therefore, he said that he completed all the rounds. The story on the 10,000 meters event, which Corporal Ranatunga Karunananda took part, has been included in the textbooks to encourage Japanese children. He started
running beside Billy Mills from the United States, who was the reverberating with the chant, "Karu Sloan, Karu Sloan." Karunananda ran the last 400 meters of his run. Though he didn't achieve any medal, he won the hearts of the many admirers all over the world. When Jaru Suzuki was one of the first reporters to have an interview with Karunananda following the race. Instantly, Japanese media started to acclaim Karunananda as a hero. When questioned, Karunananda told reporters, "The Olympic spirit is not to win, but to take part. So I came here. I took part in the 10,000 meters and completely my
He has
rounds."
been identified as the hero among the losers. Karunananda, who was expecting to visit Japan with family members in 1975 on an invitation from Japan, died in an accident few days before the departure. The Army Sports Director and several officials visited the house of Ranatunga Karunananda on the instructions of Army Commander General Shavendra Silva. After exchanging vibes with his wife, they told her that the reputation brought to the country by Corporal Ranatunga Karunananda at the Olympic Games will never be erased.
Truly admirable there. Moving on with more local stories, dry rations and goods valuing about 20 million rupees were distributed today among the families at Thanamalvilla, Bodhagama area affected by the COVID pandemic. The goods were distributed with the assistance of the Vice Chancellor of the Nagananda International Buddhist Studies Institution, the Chief Prelate of Kalaniya, Manilvatta Temple, the Venerable Dr. Bodhagama Chandima Thera. 800 families were given aid and pregnant women also given special assistance. Several Buddhist monks, including the Venerable Dodampahala Rahula Thera, the Venerable Uduhe Dhammaloka Thera, and the Chief Prelate of the Mihintale Rajamahawihara, the Venerable Walava Hanguna Vave Dharmaratana Thera, were present on the occasion. The Venerable Uduye Dhammalokotera said that it is a crime to ask to close the Kotalawala Defence University. He said that students from Sri Lanka are studying at universities in Bangladesh, Nepal and Pakistan paying millions of rupees. He further said that Sri Lankan students are also studying in many other countries, paying huge amounts of countries' money. He points out that politicians instigate to stage strikes to destroy the Kotalawala Defence University for their narrow political gains.
The ninth procession of Katharagama Asalapera Festival parades the streets tonight. The eighth procession paraded the streets last night. The procession commenced at the auspicious time of 6:30 p.m. The procession went to Valyamma Devalaya, performed the traditional rituals and returned to Mahadevalaya through the main street. The casket of the procession was carried by Katharagama Vasana Taska. The procession included upcountry, low country, Sabaragamo dance items and performances unique to Katharagama procession.
Well, the ceremony to present national honorary titles took place today at the BMICH in Colombo. National honorary titles were presented for 50 persons representing various fields. It has been organized by the Foundation for Humanities, Social Service and Foundation for Women's Voice, Environment and Community Development. The ceremony, which has been organized according to health guidelines, commenced with the arrival of the Anunayaka of the Sri Saddhamma Vansanikaya, the Venerable Bengamuye Nalakatera. The ceremony, which is being held annually, present honorary titles on individuals in various fields. Appreciating their special services, scrolls with national honorary titles were presented to 50 persons in various fields, including art, medicine and business. It's time to enjoy the rest of the match. Do enjoy the rest of the programs. Take care and good night.
Good night.